Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel, Tarot by Bronx. This is Tarot Talk. These are Tarot Things, and I'm your host, Boogie Down Bronx, and I'm here to take care of the Toro. Taurus, if you're new to the channel, welcome. This reading can resonate for you. If you have Taurus as a Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, or South Node sign, quick shout out to my Patreon. This video was released early access on Patreon. And after this is the last reading I had to do for September. So now I am going to be moving on to some extended monthly readings on my Patreon. All right, the ones that did the best for the month of September, that had the most engagement, the most likes, I will be doing an extended for. It may be, I know Virgo's going to be up there because Virgo season especially still. And then maybe Capricorn or Aquarius, but that can be subject to change based on how much love you showed videos. All right. So let's look at Taurus. Taurus right now. Let me see what we got for you for the blunt truth. We got neglecting intuition. All right. What is Taurus neglecting their intuition about? One more card for Taurus. Let's get one more clarifying. You're the problem. Ooh. You're the problem. Interesting. Let's get one more. I need a little more information. You have not the one. I'm kind of putting it together, and then we have mental health check. Okay, Taurus. So we got neglecting intuition, first card. We got you are the problem. We got not the one. And then we got mental health check. So some of you are kind of putting yourself in your own mental prison here with like certain decisions you're making, certain people that you are involved with. And you're neglecting your intuition about what needs to change or what needs to stop, making certain places, people, situations the one that you're meant to be with or stay in, and you're not. And all it's doing is causing you more mental anguish, more mental stress. For some of you, you don't even realize like how over time a certain environment, certain people, certain job has actually taken a real toll on your mental health. And when your mental health declines or it stresses you out, then it affects your physical health. So just keep that in mind if you have health issues or you have mental health issues and you're kind of like seeing how it's spiraling or it's affecting you or keep affecting different parts of your life. That's probably why. Okay. So let's see. What is Taurus neglecting their intuition about right now? What is Taurus neglecting their intuition about right now? Oh, we have dreams. Some of you, your dreams are communicating with you. You have communication here. We have happiness, house or move. We have car. A lot of things maybe need to be upgraded or changed. We have letters in name R, K, I, or J. Tell me more about angel numbers or guidance. Tell me more about you're the problem for Taurus. Recognition. Sorry, y'all. I had to check something on my phone real quick. Make sure my do not disturb was on. Okay. So, lastly, let's clarify not the one in mental health check. What is aiding to mental health here? Oops. Let's get two more cards for this. All right. So I'm getting a lot about, and this is like intuitively, I don't see anything with this here yet, but a lot about protecting your boundaries, so to speak, in some way. You have, they will reach out, and you have they will reach out, and then you have they miss you. But some of you, you are the problem because you keep allowing the same people back into your life that are not supposed to be there, and then wondering why you're having all of these issues, wondering why you're having all of these problems here. Because you keep letting people drain your energy. You have a fair third party. It could be in a situation where you have multiple people involved in the scenario, or multiple friends, or, there's something that you're involved in that is involving you and other people, you and children, you and somebody else. You have letters in name, a couple clarifying letters here. R, K, I, or J can be letters in your name or somebody else's name. And then you have C, W, Y, or V. But it's like you are in the way of your own happiness because of what you respond to, especially if you're a generator. What you respond to, or what you allow in your life, or to come in and out your life. Others of you know that it's time for a house change or a move, or maybe looking into getting a new car. You have angel numbers or guidance, so your guides are with you. They're guiding you, but it's like you're not fully listening. You're not listening to the answers here. We have rejection. Why is the rejection card here? Clarify rejection. You have hidden enemy. You have legal matters. You have liar. You have fire sign. Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. You have protection. Some of you need to be careful about a fire sign. They may not have your best interest at heart for some reason. And they're showing up as a hidden enemy. At the top, you have unrequited or unbalanced. So, you may have to get better at rejection, Taurus, whether you're better at rejecting other people or handling your own rejection. But I feel like this is getting better at rejecting things that you don't want. For some reason, I feel like it's very hard for you guys to do that, because some of you are just about comfort. You're about what makes the most sense, and therefore sometimes you don't know when you need more, or you're like, well, if it's not broke, then why fix it? But something doesn't have to necessarily be broken in order for it to be better, or for you to have better. Okay, so that's just something I want you to keep in mind. Now you have fire sign, you have hidden enemy, you have liar here, and then you have protection. So protect yourself. There could be a hidden enemy, somebody who is lying to you, or is not, like I said, have your best interest at heart, or is going to be the downfall for you somehow, or not allowing you to reach your fullest potential or get to the next level in your life here. So there needs to be better at, or somebody that you may have some legal matters with. Could be a boss that's a fire sign here, because I saw bank account. Yeah, bank account. So somebody that you are associated with legally, or has money involved with you. Be careful about that person. Okay. But yeah, some of you, I see you need to be better at rejecting things you don't want. Especially, like, for example, if we're talking about human design, generators and manifesting generators, you're supposed to reject things that don't excite you, reject things that frustrate you, right? Because that'll get you faster to where you want to be, to the things that actually you really want to get to. I can't think of my words. If you're a projector, you're supposed to reject invitations that don't make you get that sense of validation, recognition. They're not bringing you any success. They're not bringing you fulfillment. You feel bitter about the interaction or about the invite. Manifestors, letting people know exactly what you want and not settling for anything less than that. If it doesn't bring you peace, it's not meant for you. And reflectors, only accepting things that bring you delight and surprise and not disappointment. If you know likely it'll end up in a disappointment, or somebody always says, oh yeah, I'll give this to you, or I'll do this for you, or, it'll be different this time, and it's constant disappointment, that's not meant for you. All right, so whatever Taurus you are, whatever Taurus human design type you are, we have to get more selective about what is good for us, and what is actually taking a toll on our mental health. and how it's like having a domino effect on our physical health, our emotional health, our bodies, something that you've been stressing about, worrying about for months, years, weeks, whatever it is. It's a domino effect. It's not just, oh, it's like looking at the source of the problem here. It's not just like, oh, this is happening. It's okay, what is leading up to this point that has caused this to happen? So let's see, what else do we have for Taurus right now? Neglecting their intuition. Tell us more about what is causing this. You have Six of Cups in reverse. Could be somebody from your past or holding on to something about the past that is causing you some pain. You have Aries energy, fire. Again, with this fire sign, we got Nine of Pentacles. Some of you need to be more independent. You have Five of Cups. Your own disappointment. Tell me more. Where is Taurus neglecting their intuition? You have the Magician. You're ignoring your ability to manifest the reality that you really want and deserve by not rejecting things, by just accepting things as they are, not being very open or putting yourself in places to have more about what you want. Okay. Page of Swords, Queen of Swords, Six of Wands in reverse. You know, we get this message very often, don't you, Taurus? If you've been watching my readings for the last several months, you know, settling is like your most consistent message for the last several months. You're settling in career, in relationships, in friendships. You need more. Just being comfortable is not enough. Just having, I talked about this on Twitter the other day. I was talking about breadcrumbing. And if you don't know what breadcrumbing is, look it up. Look it up. Especially in relationships. It's where people give us just enough interest. They show us just enough. So we are holding on to hope that there will eventually one day be more. And this happens a lot in friendships. And sometimes it's people do it on purpose if they're narcissistic or they're manipulators. But not all the time do we realize when we're being breadcrumbed, where like people will just do enough, just the bare minimum to keep us around, to keep us from complaining, to keep us satisfied. Like they'll call every once in a while, or they'll shoot us a text sometimes, or they'll hang out once and then you won't hear from them again, or they'll reach out and then they won't say anything after that. Like little things where they're just like keep you just by a thread. And so you want to really look at that from a broader perspective in your whole life, where it's not just in friendships, but where are you being breadcrumbed in all your circumstances, where you're just getting enough, every once in a while, or you're holding on to something that you've gotten one time out of, or one or two times, a couple times that it's not consistent, but you're holding on to that in a job where, somebody gave you recognition once, 6 months ago. And not since then, but you're holding on to that. Or, you got this one thing and you're really trying to stretch it out, right? But it's really not enough. Sometimes it's not enough. So looking at that from a broad perspective, your whole life, or like in all the different areas of your life, where are you being breadcrumbed and where are you kind of settling for that? And you are the problem because you are accepting the breadcrumbs. And you're not putting yourself in circumstances to get the whole plate, to get the whole meal, the whole 5-course meal. And then your mental health is declining because you're just barely have enough. Okay? Barely having enough is not always necessary. Usually not. Especially if you know you can have more. So you will continue to be unsatisfied because you are settling for the breadcrumbs, and you're accepting the breadcrumbs because you're like, well, at least I'm eating. At least I'm not starving. That's kind of how your mentality is right now, Taurus. So what's the advice? For Taurus at this time? Here's you. Hierophant, returning back to yourself, being honest with yourself in your own integrity. We have the Lover's card, Gemini energy, Five of Pentacles, letting go of scarcity mindset that tells you all you can get are the scraps, that you should be grateful that you have something at all. That's a mindset we need to really let go of. Ace of Wands in reverse. We got Three of Cups upright. You should be celebrating more. You should be living more, doing more, feeling more. Ace of Pentacles upright. There's a brand new start that can be had, something that's very sustainable. Many of you feel greedy, but you're not being greedy. You're not being greedy enough. That's the thing. Like, a lot of people say Taurus placements are greedy, but in y'all's readings, it shows that you guys are not greedy enough most of the time. You have the Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Earth energy here. Okay? But there's a scarcity mindset of holding on to what's comfortable, and this fear that you'll never get, if you reject something, that you'll never get better, or you'll never get what you really want. You got to overcome that fear. It's just a fear. It's just a fear. It's just a fear. It's just a fear that you will never get your 10 of Cups. You'll never get to the happiness. You'll never be able to move on. You'll never be able to move forward. But you will. You'll be able to get the friendships you want, the relationships you want. And it won't feel like you're just trying to beg for the scraps. Or you're just like, well, at least I have a little something to get me by for today, for this month, for this year. When you could be having more, okay? So that's really the advice for you, Taurus, is learning where you need to stop settling for the scraps, where you're being breadcrumbed in your relationships, in your life, and it's taking a toll on your mental health. 10 of Pentacles. Spirit wants you to have the whole bakery. 10 of Pentacles, 4 Wands. Your guides want you to be stable. They want you to have more than enough, not just barely enough, just to get by. They want you to have more than enough, so you don't have to worry about that. They want you to overflow, but you have to allow yourself to overcome that fear that you rejecting what you don't really want means that you're making room for what you will get. It's just a temporary feeling of feeling a lack of safety or comfort. Once you overcome that, you'll definitely get what you want. But it starts by rejecting what you don't want, okay? You got to learn to reject, Taurus. You got to learn to reject a little bit faster, or you'll be in this cycle forever. So that's what we got for you, Taurus. Thank you so much for watching. If this reading resonated for you, let me know in the comments down below. Like, comment, share, subscribe so this channel can thrive. I am at Tarot by Bronx on everything.